Good evening, everyone. My name is Latoya, and this is my 11th day of my 90-day video blog challenge. So, yay me, right? Because I'm still doing this, right? Now, I must admit, it's really starting to get hard because, like, tonight I really didn't feel like doing this, but I have to keep to my challenge because if I felt like doing it every day, it really wouldn't be a challenge, would it? So, tonight, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about a topic that I actually came up with from being in the car with my son. So my son was driving. We're headed to the store, actually to buy this headset. Yes, I feel like I'm at work because I work in a call center. So that's yeah. But anyway, so on our way there, he switched lanes from one, to get around a car. So he got over and got back over real quick and didn't use his turn signal. His response to me was, well, Mom, there was nobody else around, so who would see? My response was, yeah, I like using these things. There you go. You never know who is watching, so you need to turn your signals on. So that's my topic for today is you never know who's watching you. So with that being said, I remember when I went to school for actually not that long ago. I was actually going for education because I wanted to be a special education teacher. But with the way the system is, I wouldn't last long. So I stopped. But during the time when I was going, I would have a lot of people that would come up to me and tell me how I influenced them into going to school. And these weren't people that I talked to every day or communicated with every day. Some of these would be people that I wouldn't see too often. And they would sit back and tell me, how I influenced them to do certain things with their own life, which brings me to you never know who's watching you. So if what you're doing is something good and positive, then you're going to influence other people to do something that's good and positive. If what you're doing is negative, is something you probably shouldn't be doing, then you have the opportunity to influence them in that manner as well. So with your little angels and demons, see, yeah, they cute. Yeah. So you want to make sure that what you're doing is not only positive for your life and your own growth, but also for those around you, because you never know who you influence. And the reason it has to be important as far as who you're influencing is because you live in a house sometimes where there's children. You may have family members that are younger and at that stage of life where they're very influential. So, you do need to watch what you're doing and how you show people, what you showcase to other people from what you're doing with your time in your life. Give you another example. When we were little kids, I remember a cousin of mine, well, no, I don't want to use that example. I'll just say this. I have a friend who I have a friend who smokes weed, marijuana, whatever you want to call it. And they came across and found out that one of their family members who was younger is possibly smoking now. And they got really upset when they found out about it. But my thing is if that's what you're doing and that's what they're used to seeing, then why would you be surprised that they tried it? Especially if those that they see doing it are people who they look up to, who influence them, who challenge them, who push them to do certain things. So if they see you're doing it, then guess what, honey? It's okay for me to do it. That's like drinking. Now, don't get me wrong. I like my drinks. Come on now. That's my little side. I love my little drinks. But I'm responsible with it. I don't drive drunk. I don't drink until I pass out or, throw up or things like that. I drink responsibly. And that's what my children see me doing. So yes, it might be okay for this, but you have to be responsible with it as well. And that's the message you want to send to people when you're, who look up to you or who respect you. So that's why I say it's very important for you to pay attention to what it is that you're doing, especially if you are a parent, grandparent, you're around kids all the time, whether it's your little cousins or friend kids or whatever the case may be. And even if it's not the children, you never know what other adults are looking at you who you might actually influence. So, with that said, that's my positive note. Wheel of morality, turn. Tell us the lesson that we might learn. If y'all remember Animaniacs, I do. I love the Animaniacs. Yay. So, the moral today would be is watch what you do because somebody else is watching it for you. All right. So, on that note, I'm going to leave you guys. You have a wonderful night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.